Today's question: prove that 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, this is very important questions. Number will be different, but we have to solve this type of question. Okay, irrational number. You can see the previous videos. You can understand what is irrational number. But we have to prove here. So first of all, what we have to do, हमें यहाँ पर क्या करना है, इरेशनल में दिया, इस चीज को हमें कन्वर्ट यानी रेसिप्रोकल करके हम इसे प्रूफ करके बतलाएंगे. ये इरेशनल नंबर्स को हम रैशनल में प्रूफ करेंगे. लेट अस assume 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational number. Okay, right? Let us assume 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational number. Got the point? Right? So if it is an irrational number, then 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to in the form of p by q. Right? We have already discussed in the 9th class also. In definitions you can understand from there. We have rational numbers. If it is a rational number, then it could be in a p by q form, where you can write down here, where p and q are integer. Okay, integers, and q is not equal to 0. The number we are supposing p and q are the integer, but q is not equal to 0. If it is 0, then its answer will be infinite. Okay. Right. Now what we have to do, we have to send one number to the LHS to the RHS from this number. Okay, the number which have a root, we have to send that number only. जिस नंबर पे हमें रूट है उसी नंबर को हमें सेंड करना है. राइट? तो हियर द 3 is equals to 3p, 3 by p. Here plus is there, you can write down minus 2 root 5. Okay, right? Now you can't add this number also. Okay, you can't subtract this number also. What we have to do, just think before is very clearly. What we have to do, we have to remove the root actually, because we have supposed the rational number. So in rational number there is no root value, so we have to remove this root value. Okay, how we can remove? By squaring on both sides. Square root can be removed by squaring on both sides only. Okay, squaring on both sides. 3 whole square equal to p by q minus 2 root 5 whole square. Okay, I hope you get a clear point about this. Now in which formula it is, ये किस फॉर्मूले में है? यहाँ पर तो 1 डिजिट है, स्क्वायर है, उसको आप डबल मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते. ये किस फॉर्म में है? आपको टू टर्म्स के बीच में माइनस साइन है और आप इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते, तो यहाँ पर स्क्वायर है, तो ये एक्चुअली आपको a माइनस बी होल स्क्वायर फॉर्मूला है. राइट? यू कैन राइट डाउन हियर a माइनस बी होल स्क्वायर फॉर्मूला, a स्क्वायर. ओके, माइनस plus b square minus 2ab. This is the formula where a is equal to p by q and b is equal to 2 root 5. Clear about that? Right? Now we have to do 3 square will be the 9, and in place of a we have p by q whole square, plus in place of b we have 2 root 5 whole square minus 2 bracket open, in place of a we have p by q and in place of b we have 2 root 5. Clear? Now we have to go 9 is equals to, now we have to separately distribute this square. to both numerator and denominator. P square by Q square. Here we have a number and we have an irrational number, so a square should be given to both this number. 2 whole square, root 5 whole square. Correct? And multiply the numbers. 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, root 5. Then afterwards you can write down this P by Q. First of all, we have to write down numbers. Then you can write down this P by Q variables. Okay. Now you can see that 2 square root and square will be cancelled. 9 is equals to P square by Q square plus 2 to the 4. Now we have cancelled the square root and square. So the answer will be the 5 minus 2 root 5. 4 root 5 by P by Q, right? Now in starting I have already said कि हमें यहाँ पर रूट कैंसलेशन करना था. ऑलरेडी ये रूट कैंसल हो चुका है, मगर फिर भी एक रूट वैल्यू आपको रहती है. तो इट मीन्स वॉट एवर वी आर अज्यूमिंग is going to be not in a rational number, it is going to be irrational only, but we have to prove it. Okay, now what we have to do, first of all multiply this number. 9 equals to P square by Q square plus 4 5s are 20 minus 4 root 5 P by Q. Okay, in this between we have in a bracket, means into only. 4 5s are 20. Now what we have to do, you have to see that what you can do, that you can't add and subtract this number because with this number and variable, and you can't add and subtract this two also because we have only variables. So first of all we have to send this value. Why we are sending this value to LHS? Because here we have the root value, that's why we are sending here 4. Here the minus is there, we can write down here plus 4 root 5 P by Q, that equals to, first of all write down this RHS value, P square by Q square plus 20, and send this 9 to the RHS. If you have any this bit LHS to RHS, you can join my basic course, concept course. You can understand clear, get the clarify from there. Okay, now what you can do, you can't do anything these numbers, you can't do anything these numbers. We have any number 20 minus 9, we have to subtract it. 4 root 5 P by Q is equals to P square by Q square plus 20 minus 9, that answer will be 11. Okay, now the number is here, fraction is there and number is there, in between plus is sign. You can't add this two number, so what we have to do is cross multiply that number. 4 root 5 P by Q equals to whole denominator Q square P square by, just cross multiply this, 11 Q square. Okay, right? Now what we have to do, just keep the root 5 here only, remaining number should be gone to the remaining number should be sent to the RHS. So root 5 is equals to P square plus 11 Q square by Q square. Here the number into, just reciprocal all the number. 4, write down this 1 by 4 into P by Q, just write down Q by P. Just do the reciprocal, sending the LHS to RHS. Okay, now you can cancel 2 Q square from 1 and 1 Q, right? This is 2 and this is 1, we are cancelling that. Just write down root 5 remaining number. Root 5 we have written P square plus 11 Q square into 1 is there, remaining Q is cancelled. Just write on the first number 4 P Q, only one Q is there, that's why I have written Q. The answer is top, so still the answer is root only, so our assumption is Wrong. Right? What's the number we have? 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational